Hello again and welcome back to the channel. It's another My Thoughts video today and we're going to do it on the new event heroes. I've had a quick look at them and I'm a bit... I think they could go two ways. So from what I've seen, they're all slow. So let's start with Cathal. He is a barbarian, so... Barbarians are tough because there's a lot of good barbarians out there. Mickey, Cage, Gravemaker. There's lots of good barbarians out there. Slayer family. 50, 75, 100% chance to get stacks. Recovers 10 HP per turn and gets 5% mana per turn. Okay. So they're going to speed up over the longer the battle goes on, the more they're going to speed up. Passive. Damage caused by status elements reduced by 50%. Oh, that's good. That's excellent. That's like Beera, Gravemaker, all of them. Any hero that does damage over time is now half as good against them. Now into the stats. Health's a bit on the high side. Defense is quite high. Attack is about average. I'm just going to have a quick look at how many defense nodes there are on a barbarian. Let's take Mickey. Okay, so yeah, you can do... Okay, so you can do a fair amount of health and defense nodes, so he could be a fairly usable tank if that's the way you were going with him, but 570% damage to the target. That is huge. The attack has a 60% chance to bypass defensive buffs, including counter-attacks. So he's a slow sniper who's going to get faster over time. I've got to be honest, I'm not a fan of this. If the damage was lower and it was to 3, then that would be better. But given that he's slow and he's only going to damage one target, makes me wonder if it would be... Like, he's going to do a hell of a lot of damage to that target, but it is only to one of them and there's 4 other targets. I don't know, I'm unsure on Cathal. We're not doing 4 stars, we're just doing 5s. Okay. Rihanna. A cleric. Better class. More likely to get emblems. Same stuff again on the family bonus and the passive bonus. All good stuff. Attack is a little on the lower side. Defense is... It's reasonable. It's pretty high. Health is high. Now let's have a look. Cleanses all cells, ailments from all allies. Deals 180% damage to all enemies. Deals additional 20% damage per removes status effect up to 340%. Damage in total. Okay. I like him better. He's slow, but he's dealing damage to all enemies. It'll be less, but it'll probably be more overall. Especially with that removing... Pretty much all teams use status elements these days. For example, if a Frigg goes off before he goes off, which is a high likelihood. Or, like, if you get hit by Beera's minions, there's 10 already. Across your whole team. That's 1 for the no minions thing, and then 1 for the poison damage, so that's 2 per hero, so 10. So that'd be extra 200%, that'd take you up to 3, that would take you up to the 340. Which would be pretty substantial across a whole team. And he's going to keep getting faster and faster and recovering health. Oh, he recovers 20% HP per turn. So he recovers twice as much health per turn than Cathal. Yes, he does. But Cathal gets plus 10% mana generation, so he can go up to... so Cathal can go 100% faster, but he can only go 50% faster, but can generate twice as much health per turn. I didn't see that. I still think Rihanna's better than Cathal, but let's move on to the next one. Caitlyn. A wizard. Ooh, I'm struggling to think of really, really good wizards. I'm sure one of the... Is it Cobalt? Cobalt's a wizard, isn't he? I think so. A similar sort of vibe of Caitlyn than it is for... is it Rihanna? Yeah. Dispels buffs small enemies, deals 180% damage, 20% damage per removed status effect. Yeah. It's basically the same card as Rihanna. Let's just check the stats. 1439 to 1436. Okay, they're almost identical cards. It's kind of like the way Odin and Frigg are almost identical, other than a slight change in their special. I'm not sure which one I'd rather have, to be honest. Probably... probably Caitlyn, because purple heroes are used a bit more than blue at the minute. But we can basically skip over this one because she's almost exactly the same as Rihanna. I do like her. I like her and I like Rihanna. I would level them both in a heartbeat. Okay, yeah, two more. Sennan. He is a sorcerer class, which is good because there isn't that many out there. You've got Asana, the hero of the month, the snake guy from a couple of months ago. Oh God, what's his name? Begins with U, doesn't it? I'm gonna have to look. Where is he? Asana, Arias, Norns is one. And Morgan Le Fay. She's one too. We'll scroll back to this guy now. Okay, attack is again a bit on the lower side. Defense is pretty high for a standard card, and health is high as well. Okay, Curse of the Spectre deals 275% damage to all enemies, so that's quite high to start with. Summons a Spectre Fiend for all enemies. The Fiend damages enemies with 45% attack every turn. That seems quite high. I'll compare that to Elizabeth in a minute. I'll find an Elizabeth in the leaderboard and we'll have a look at that. Spectre Fiend absorbs health, disappearing when it absorbs 30% of the target's max health. That's pretty good as well. Stacks 5% mana generation with a max of 10, and stack 2 is caster recovers 20% HP for 10. So again, his is higher. It's probably because he's damaging all enemies. So they might want to keep him alive a bit longer. And they don't want him going off too quick, because that would be too OP. Okay, quickly, we'll have a look at the leaderboard and see if we can find an Elizabeth. There's one. Perfect. So, okay, so his fiends recover, absorb more health, but they don't give mana down. But okay, the damage. His fiends deal more damage and absorb more health before going away, but they don't give the mana generation down. That's interesting. And back to him. Yeah, he would get the match from me as well. He could be a monster in the very fast. Well, all of these are going to be really good at the very fast tournaments, but I think they're going to hold up fairly well outside of them as well. Okay, now this is more like it. We're not going to go through the fighter class is good. We all know how good fighter class is with the annoying like Magni who revives and June costume who revives all the time. Her attack is higher, which is good because she seems to be more not quite a sniper, but you know what I mean. Defense and health high again. Deals 315% damage to the target and nearby enemies. The target and nearby enemies get minus 54 defense for 3 turns. She's going to be a monster for Titans. That's huge. Stack 2, the caster gets 10% mana generation, so she can go to 100% as well and recovers 10% HP per turn. So she's similar to the first Donnie that we saw. I think she's better than the first guy that we saw, simply because she hits 3. You're waiting a long time for a slow mana speed, especially at the start. Yes, it'll speed up a little bit turn by turn, hopefully. But there's no guarantee that. It is only a chance. Oh, that's the wrong one. There is only a chance that they get faster turn by turn. So, I think I would rather have a hit 3 for that weight than a hit 1. Even though the hit 3 is not as damaging. It's probably about the same. If not, the hit 3 probably does more damage overall than the hit 1. But anyway, that's the last one. That is my thoughts on the new event heroes. I think they're pretty good, depending on which one you get. All of the 3 that hit all, I would level without a doubt. The last one we saw, I would probably level as well, because I can't think of many reds that do damage to just 3. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think there is one. I'm not sure whether I would level the first guy that we saw, Cathal, simply because slow mana speed is a long time to wait for only one target to be hit. Anyway, that's all for now. As always, like, comment, subscribe, and I shall see you next time.